So yeah, welcome everybody. Get another developer call. Today's 11th April. Let's go. Agenda. This is our usual agenda always. What is Reclaim Protocol? I'll take a few seconds over there, talk to you about what Reclaim Protocol is for those of you who are new to this call or is the first time you're interacting with Reclaim Protocol. I'll give you a few developer updates for the developers who are here on the call and a few things that you might have to change. And then we have the Colosseum Hackathon, which recently ended. So we will speak about that as well. And lastly, we'll take questions. Super simple. So first up, first, what is Reclaim Protocol? So Reclaim Protocol is an SDK. Now you can use this SDK to import reputation of users from other websites. For example, you can ask your users to log in into their Uber account and generate a proof of their Uber rating or the number of rides that they've taken and share that with your website or your app. And this is like cryptographically proven, and yeah, it does not require Uber to have any APIs. So as long as Uber has a website, you'll be able to import reputation from that website. So quickly play what this looks like. So if you're building an application, it looks something like this. You would ask the user to scan a QR code if it's on the web. Then the user would log in into that website. In this case, let's say Amazon. As soon as they hit on login, it starts generating a ZK proof. This takes about between 5 to 25 seconds, depending on the kind of phone, and you get all of this information as part of the proof. So, and this is like super customizable. You can create your own quote unquote provider, and once the user hits submit, the data is uploaded to your backend, right? So, and then you can do whatever business logic that you want to do from that point on. Now, that's what Reclaim Protocol is. Again, quickly to summarize, it's an SDK. We have SDKs for React Native, Flutter, React.js, Node.js, all the popular ones. And you can just integrate it in a way that you just show a button, you show a QR code, and the user can log in into the website that you want information from. And once the user logs in, the proof gets generated and gets submitted back to you. So that's what Reclaim Protocol is. I will move on. I'll not play this again. Yeah. So a few developer updates for the developers who are there on this call. There's a long pending bug in some cases that you were receiving an empty array in the proof subject. Now that has been fixed. So make sure you update to the latest version of both the SDK as well as the app if you're testing it from the app. Or if you're using the app clip or instant app, make sure you uninstall the app once. And then this proof issue should go away. So this was a bug on our end for certain cases that it was failing, but that's now been fixed, and you can try it out right now. The other issue a lot of people were having was the developer tool was not able to pick up certain pieces of data that you wanted to extract. This was especially true for floating point numbers. So if there's a number like 123.5, it was not able to pick up those kind of strings. And there were like a couple of other edge cases as well. So if you were facing this kind of an issue earlier, just go to the developer tool again and just refresh, try again. So this issue has been more or less fixed. I think there's still like one edge case that is still left to be resolved. If you're still facing an issue, definitely hit us up. We'll fix it. But at this point in time, most of the cases that were reported have definitely been solved. And lastly, if you go to dev.reclaimprotocol.org, you will see a video there as to how to build a provider in case you're still stuck as to what's the best way to build a provider. So do check that out as well. Yeah, so this developer update largely is no new features, nothing new, no security updates, but largely just fixing a bunch of bugs that were reported in the last few days. So that's about it. With that, we'll quickly talk about the Colosseum Hackathon, right? So we have like 16 odd submissions that have come through. Of course, I don't remember all of them top of my head, but there's definitely Katov, Kozikov, Solana ID, Boni, um, Alloy that we heard from last time as well. So these are like some projects that have shared using Reclaim protocol in the Colosseum hackathon, and yeah, I'm super excited. Over the next few days, we are going to be evaluating. We're still accepting the last minute submissions. So once everybody's submitted, maybe in the next few days, you can expect to hear from us as to who the winner is for our track. And yeah, that I'm looking forward to that conversation as well. So on this call, what we're going to do is have three people from those submissions come and talk about their respective projects. Do we have Tony Adadamola and Pierre on the call? I'm
Yeah,
not able to
yeah,
see
we do.
who's on the call right now. Okay, thanks, Palak. Cool. Maybe we can go in this order itself. Maybe Katov can go first. Just a quick request: keep it short. 2 to 3 minutes tops, and introduce what you're building. And if you have something to show, feel free to do a screen share as well. With that, Tony from Katov, do you want to present what you built?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Can you throw me video or let's see?
If you want to share your screen, you can share your screen. I just
Okay.
stopped.
Yeah, I was actually gonna have Aryaman share, but yeah, I'll go ahead and kick things off. So yeah, my name's Tony Clore. Originally from Silicon Valley and moved out to India at the start of this year to build Katoff. So Katoff is a peer-to-peer DApp for competing against friends in real-life activities via decentralized oracles, ZK proofs, and executed by smart contracts. So say, for instance, you wanted to challenge a friend to burn 1,000 calories today. Place a wager within the DApp, perhaps $10. If they achieve that feat, they win $10. If not, you win $10. You could have a peer-to-peer step off with a friend. We have voting-based use cases. So say, for instance, you had a cook-off with your friends, who's going to make the better dosa? And you have 3 external validators there. So you could think of them like umpires in cricket. So they put it to a vote, and whoever they deem to be the winner, then that transaction is executed and the winner is paid out. And then, yeah, one of our key use cases that we've really brought on, and we're super delighted to further explore is with Reclaim Protocol. So utilizing the ZK proofs to assign wagers. So the 2 use cases that we currently have live are chess.com and Twitter. So with chess.com, you can actually actively place wagers on your chess.com matches. And then with Twitter, you can bet a friend like who's going to get more engagement on Twitter. I think with Reclaim Protocol, we have such a potential abundance of potential use cases, and we're still at the early stages of trying to decipher, which potential use cases are going to be, the best fit for our audience. Because yeah, one thing we've thought of and chatted about with the Reclaim team as well is like, will you achieve 90% on a test? Will you get 20 Tinder matches this week? The possibilities are truly endless. So we're still in the very early stages of trying to figure out, which use cases are going to be relevant. If I still have a minute, I'll have Aryaman jump in and show some of the tech for perhaps if some of the developers want to see how we've kind of integrated it.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure, Tony and Nariman, we do have time, so yeah, go for it.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead, Aryaman.
Okay. Thanks. So I'll share my screen. Just give me 1 second.
Maybe Tony, while Ariman is pulling up the screen, do you quickly want to inform the others in this audience what wagering means?
Sure, absolutely. So yeah, wagering. I would say we differentiate ourselves quite a bit from StepN and Sweatcoin on the move to earn side, and then we're also similar to kind of Polymarket, but for in real life activities. So wagering is when you. It's also considered a bet, but it wouldn't be like a bet like a casino. We like to think of it as a game, a skill based game. But yeah, we are few different challenge types are 0 to 1, 1 to 1, and many to many. Yeah, I'll let Aryaman go ahead and dive into the tech a bit.
All right. So this is the app we have. So I've connected with my laptop, so I'll show it on this only. Uh, yeah. So you just go and log in with Google, your Google account. It's as simple as that. You're under verification, so this will go away in 1 to 2 days. Just and you just complete the Google login flow, standard Google login flow, and you're in. That's just about it. And we are initially giving some free credits to whoever is joining the platform, so you can just go in and join right now for those. And yeah, so here you will see the active challenges right now. This is a Twitter duel, so like Tony mentioned earlier, we have a Twitter uh, based challenge. You can just go in, join in, confirm that it's you want to spend 50 credits on it, uh, and go to the dashboard. That's about it. So there's one more player in the challenge. You can go in and check his their points on the leaderboard. So it's 17. So the basic idea of this challenge is that how many likes you have in last 28 days on your Twitter profile. And this is a long term challenge going on for a month, but you can have all sorts for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever you want. Time scale is up to you. And you can just click up here to refresh your current value. This will take you to reclaim flow, which is currently would work on phone, not over here, I think. But yeah, this is just basic reclaim flow, and then uh, you are in your app. Your values will be updated here, and you're good to go. So that's as easy as that. Like, you can be on board within, let's say, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and you can start playing. So we want, our main agenda is to keep it as seamless as possible, that even like web 2 users do not have any tractions. So yeah, that's from my side.
Yeah,
Tony, if
and
you want to take on.
sorry, I was just going to say one thing, because we're still in the early stages of figuring out which use cases are going to be relevant with Reclaim, we would absolutely love to hear from the community, on what types of wagering you can utilize via Reclaim protocol.
Awesome. Cool. And why did you choose the name Cat Off?
Yeah, absolutely. So, being that I'm from Northern California and our slang is pretty proverbial and kind of has its way of making its way across the world. Like, for instance, we were saying it's lit in middle school. But yeah, so cat off is a Northern California term for somebody who's a flake or somebody who doesn't pay their bets. So we'll tell each other, quit being a cat off, quit catting off. So yeah, that's the impetus behind the name.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Awesome. And I see Tony has shared the link, so maybe we could try out the link ourselves. Hope it works. The Reclaim protocol.
Yeah, we just launched that MVP a couple days ago. So yeah, we'd absolutely love to get your feedback. And yeah, we know it's still rough and has a bunch of kinks and flaws right now. But yeah, it's definitely part of the ethos of building fast, breaking things, and yeah, throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you.
Tony. Thanks, Ariman. With that, we could move on to the next. Aditamola, do you want to go next? I hope I'm
Yeah,
pronouncing your name right.
yeah. It's surprising, but yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'll just share my screen.
Mhm.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can.
All right. So, in simple terms, Kozikov is providing discrete and affordable accountability partners to people on the blockchain. So we understand that many people face challenges expressing their emotions due to limited access and high cost of experts. And then there's cultural stigma of therapy, of which I feel Reclaim protocol is going to, that's why we're keen into Reclaim protocol for this. So our solution is to provide AI and affordable counselors, then anonymity, So for this, we're going to be using Reclaim Protocol for our KYC, being that our user is going to be interacting with our platform with pseudonyms. So we don't want to store any of their personal information on our platform. So we just want to collect proof with the Reclaim Protocol. Then our business model, we are charging $10 monthly, USDC precisely, for subscription. Then we are going to be collecting a certain percentage from our counselor sessions. Then here is the demo. So before they get to this part, they upload their proof on our platform. Okay, so this is for the people that are coming to receive counseling services. So we want to get to know you, collect your current health status, your health goal, hobbies and interests. And they continue. Okay, so this is our counselor module. Let me post it so that I explain why we are using Reclaim Protocol. So the use case for this is, sorry, give me a minute. All right, so for this now, for our users, we are planning to use Reclaim Protocol proof of personhood to verify that our users are real humans and not robots. Then for our counselor, for the counselor side, we want to verify our counselors on our platform, and then we don't want them uploading their certifications on our platform. So we are using Reclaim Protocol for the on-chain attestation service to verify their claims, the counselor's claims, so as to give credibility to their identity. So I'll just continue playing the demo. So for this, they connect their wallet. Then they pay USDC to access the counselor feature. Yeah. So they have access to real-time audio and video calls. Then they have the option of turning off their video if they don't want to be seen. And we have the reward, they have the quest. They do quests on our platform, the endpoint. And the marketplace, they use the points to purchase items, collectibles on our platform on the marketplace. So that's basically everything I wanted to show you. So by the time we come
Is
next
this live?
week, sorry, I didn't get what you said.
Sorry, is this live? Is this something that we can play around with as well?
Okay, it's not live yet, but it's still in prod. We are going to push to live as soon as possible. We are trying to
Okay,
do
okay.
yeah. So we're trying to
Uh-huh.
integrate everything. Yeah, before we do that. Okay, so that's everything. We are 6, and that's all. So we would like to get feedback from the team regarding our use cases for Reclaim Protocol, so as to help us improve on what we are building. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ademola. And I would probably be waiting for the push to production as well. So as soon as you push to production, would love to play around with it, love to test it out. So yeah, please keep us posted.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. With that, maybe the last presentation for today. Do we have Pierre here? Okay, yeah. We have Pierre here from Solana ID. Pierre, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Can everyone hear me? Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Okay, thanks. Yeah, my name is Pierre. I'm the co-founder of Solana ID. I'm originally from Germany, but I'm living in the Philippines. Usually my co-founder Simon is talking, but he's on a plane right now going to Dubai for Token 2049. So I will take over for today. What is Solana ID? Solana ID is a platform where users securely link their data, their digital data footprints to crypto wallets. Now they carry around their data backpacks as secure accounts through the internet instead of opening a new account with every application they intend to use. With their newfound identity linked to their wallet accounts, apps identify users as their target audience and send them tailored offers, discounts, and other rewards to gain their attention. So Solana ID turns targeted ads into personal perks. And we use Reclaim actually because Solana ID is holding private data of users in a secure vault. So basically your solid vault. Technically, with Solana ID, you can on-ramp any Web2 dataset from accounts such as socials over job platforms to university logins and much more. And Reclaim is helping us to on-ramp exactly this data in a secure way. I can give you already a quick look on our hub. It's actually not live yet, but I can show you some Figmas if you want.
Would love to see something. Yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. So I'll just show you very quickly the profile page and our ecosystem page. So when you log in first time, you will see this page. This is like your profile page. You can connect different wallets, and there's also the option to connect a Concordium wallet if you have one. It's not mandatory, but it will give you some extra solid points because it's a zero knowledge proof wallet. So what you can basically do here is, of course, you can edit your profile. You can just use your favorite NFT as your profile picture if you want. You can see your solid score here on the right upper side. And then we have this winning zone here where you most likely get the most benefits from our dApps. You can also see your
Hey,
solid
Pierre,
vault.
sorry, 1 second. I think I missed something.
Yeah.
What's the Solidity score? How is that calculated?
Yeah, that's just, you know, Solana ID solid. That's why it's called solid. That's basically your score. Is that answering your question?
I think so. So this is not something that you're generating, but like that already exists a Solidity score, solid score, whatever.
No, what we do is we fetch all the different data from, for example, credit, social, like Discord, Google, Instagram, X, gaming, on-chain activities, and legal identity. And then
okay.
we make a score out of that. We can just use the solid score, but dApps can also build their own score. For example, you know, if there's a dApp, they want to focus more on the credit, they can, you know, build their own credit solid score, but there's already a pre-made solid score with us and the winning zone. Is that answering your question?
Yep. Thanks.
Perfect. No worries. Then you can see here your reputation history where all the verifiers, the dApps, just, you know, had a look on your data. And you can also see here your privacy control where you are liable for yourself and you can decide for yourself how much data you want to share. Of course, if you share more data, you will get more benefits, but you can also share zero data, but then of course you will also get zero benefits. And then I can also give you a quick look on our ecosystem page. It's most likely like the Netflix, if you want to compare it to that, where you can just see all of our ecosystem partners. You can see top picks for you. It will be also a dynamic ecosystem page. So every user that logs in will see different content just with, you know, top picks for the users. You can see top charts, top in DeFi, just different categories like latest jobs, top in socials and stuff. But you can also, if there's a dApp you miss and you want to see it here, you can just submit it. And then if there's enough submissions on that specific dApp, we will definitely talk to them and try to get them on our ecosystem page very soon. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Pierre. Of course, the obvious question is, when does this go live?
That's a good question. We are trying our best. It's not live yet, but Probably in around 2 months latest.
2 months?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay. What can we ship like now, like in a few days?
Mm, I have to talk with my co-founder.
Sure. Anyway, my high level thing is like 2 months seems long. No, forget about Reclaim Protocol or the Colosseum Hackathon. That's irrespective. But in general, like 2 months for launching a project in general sounds too much. Maybe there's a smaller version of it that you can ship sooner so that you can start getting feedback while you build out
Of
the
course,
other
there will
features.
be a first version very soon in like a few weeks, and there's also a waitlist launching soon by probably end of this week or beginning of next week, and then first features will be live in a few weeks. But as you have seen, there's lots of ecosystem partners, and that takes a lot of time to acquire all of them. But yeah, there will be something live in a few weeks, and the waitlist will be live in a few days.
Perfect. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Pierre.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So with that, I know we hit the 30-minute mark already, but I can stay over for a couple more minutes if anybody has any questions. If you've been trying to use Reclaim and you're facing issues, now is a great time to bring it up. Or if you're still confused on how to use Reclaim in your product, now's a great time to ask that question as well. Cool. Awesome. So nobody has questions, so it's awesome. It's super clear. I'm very proud. Just kidding. If anybody has any questions, we of course also have our Telegram group. You can go there, ask questions. We are super responsive over there as well. But yeah, thank you so much for joining in. Thanks, Aryaman, Tony, Adedamola, and Pierre for the presentations. And looking forward to seeing you on the next call.